Well, that was an exciting Anglo-Welsh fixture. It had everything.
Yeah, it did, and I think it was a real battle, it was a real physical battle. The support was outstanding tonight. Our support was absolutely unbelievable. Started from the warm-up. We're still going now half an hour after the game's finished, and the Newport fans coming back at them. It was, as you say, it was as heated as it gets. Proper Anglo-Welsh derby, and really, really enjoyed it.
And all the emotions to work through, because Gloucester started well, but then the Dragons really came back into that game. And at the interval, you were under pressure and weren't playing well.
No, we weren't. The first half, we weren't happy. We were a bit clunky with some of our plays and didn't capitalise on some of the pressure. And I thought some of the physicality that the Welsh lads, I think having 2 weeks in South Africa, really brought some physicality, and their back row, particularly in the first half, were outstanding. And when they scored that try just before half time, we went in with the tail between our legs a little bit, and probably deserved it. But the pleasing thing for me was the chats at half time were brilliant. The boys talked about rolling up their sleeves and what it means to play for the badge, and came out in the second half and showed their grit.
There are two ways to look at this driving more, because it was the only thing that was effective tonight, and that was after the yellow card for the Dragons. Elliot D goes to the bin, and then, if they're stopping it illegally, so be it. But then you take your opportunities and really drove the nail home.
Yeah, I think the Maul was building nice pressure in the first half, and you can always argue bits and pieces, but in the second half, obviously, if you keep cheating to stop a Maul, eventually you get sin binned, and that's the way it goes, and that's part of the pressure. But look, we know our Maul's very, very good. We scored more tries in across the whole of Europe and the Premiership than anybody, so we know it's a superpower. Do we want that to be the one avenue of our game? No, of course not. And we're working really hard in the background to build our game and grow and try and get the connections right. We're not happy with where we are. We've got a long way to go, but we have got a superpower. So if we need to go to it, we will. Obviously we can and we will. But look, as I say, we're not fluffing it up. We've got a lot to work on. It was quite evident tonight. Lots of bits, but we are working hard, and things take time.
You say not happy, but Santiago Cecchino is smiling all over his little chops in there.
Yeah, well, I thought Santi was outstanding tonight. over the ball, at the maul, at the line out, in the scrum. He's round the park, smashing people. He's a brilliant player. He's a brilliant bloke, and again, that group, they're really growing nicely to be something special. They're a very tight unit, and it's good.
And more youngsters coming through. Harry Elrington we're seeing quite regularly. Harry Taylor on the whole 80 minutes today.
Yeah, well, it could have been Lewis Ludlow out there, couldn't it? It's Mark II, if you like, and I thought his energy and playing 80 minutes in against a very physical, international back row for the most part there was really, really impressive. And lots of young guys tonight getting game time. George Barton, Louis Hillman Cooper, Brian O'Connor coming off the bench. This growing really nicely as a young group, getting plenty of exposure bit by bit. And that was the beauty of tonight. Especially at half time when we're down, some of the young lads wouldn't have been in that environment before, with a ferocious crowd both ways, and they really stood up.
And it's to be hoped that this crowd can make it back from Newport to the next European game at Gloucester, which will be a great occasion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hopefully we'll know who we're playing shortly. But yeah, again, the travelling support with this club is unbelievable. And I thought when we're doing the warm-up, they're screaming, and it could have been half a King's Home here, and making so much noise, and throughout the game. And the boys love it, and we love it. The hairs are up on the back of your neck, and we want to give you the best product we can. Like I say, we've got lots of work to do, we know. But it takes time. I'm always taking time. Our kicking game's taking time. We're working really, really hard, and we want to keep everybody happy and keep it coming. And like I say, we look forward to seeing everyone at King's Home next week.